No, I am asking how did your exams go, just for information. Okay, good. Fine. Starting you were very regular. I think you just missed two sessions. So you can see them in the recording. Okay. From starting I think you were very regular, but due to your exams you have missed two sessions. Okay. Kiran, when is your good afternoon, Kiran? When is your exam date? Can you please tell me? If you know, then you can tell me.
So on the
On
time
the
of the
time of the
registration,
registration,
Mm-hmm.
it was
specified
specified
on
on
April
April
28th.
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 On April 20th.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, okay. Great. Okay, let's start. So, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ambuj, and I am a research scholar at Agricultural and Food Engineering Department from IIT Kharagpur. And I'll be taking your live interactive sessions on the course Privacy and Security in Online Social Media. This course is taught by Professor Ponnurangam Kumar Guru from IIT Hyderabad. So what we'll be doing in these sessions, based on the previous week's content, I'll be posting some of the questions, multiple choice questions in front of you all. Okay. And what you have to do, you have to answer these questions using the chat box. Okay. Then we will go through the explanations. Okay. We will dive deep into the concepts also, as well as I'll go walk you through all the options. Okay. Not just the correct option, but we'll go through all the options. Okay. So the very first question for the day is, which of the following is our location based services? Okay. Mind this very carefully. It's a MSQ. Okay. More than one options might be correct. Okay. Very basic, very general knowledge based question. Okay. Yeah. Kiran Mai is answered just by looking. Great. A B C D. Ishwari also says A B C D. Whomsoever have joined, please try to give your opinions. There is no penalty, nothing. Okay. I just want to know what are your opinions so that we can share the knowledge with each other. Okay. Please do answer whomsoever have joined. Okay. Don't just keep on listening me. Try to answer. Okay. That would be great. Sir, is there any way to access the recordings of previous 8 sessions? Yes, there is a way to access the recording of previous 8 sessions. Google Sheet I have floated. Okay, I'll post the link once again. Okay, In this particular Google Sheet, you can find the link of notes as well as the recordings of all the three sessions, not just my session, but all the three sessions which we are conducting for this particular course. Okay. So if you have missed and you want to revisit the sessions, then you can please watch them. Okay. Okay. Great. But do try to answer this particular question. Okay. No need to hesitate. There is no hard and fast rule that you have to get the correct option only. But do try to answer. That is very important. If you are sitting in the examination for this particular course, do try to answer. Okay. Perhaps um, I am waiting for from a long time. Okay. No problem. We'll look at the explanation. Okay. Yeah. Two people have answered and they have answered it perfectly fine. All of the above options are location based services. Okay. In this session, whatever the questions are there, they are generally based on your general knowledge. Okay. As well as from statistics, I have picked up some questions. Okay. So you can answer all of these questions correctly. Okay. Do try to answer like this only. Keep the flow running. Okay. Let us look at the explanation. Okay. Based on the information above, all the four options, okay, all the options are correct. Okay. These all are location based services. Foursquare, as you know, this is an app which is users in which the users share their location and explore the nearby places, providing recommendations and reviews based on the user activity and location data. Okay. It's also a location based app. Okay. The functionality also I provided you. Other one was Yelp. Okay. The primary focus on reviews and recommendations for local businesses. Okay. It also incorporates location features like searching for business near your current location or displaying results based on your search area. This is the functionality of Yelp. Okay. Another option was Goala. Okay. It is no longer operational, but still you have to remember it is a location. It was a location based network. Okay, which could check into places in which people can check their locations. Okay, share with friends and earn virtual rewards. That was the functionality of this particular app. And Uber, I need not to explain. Most of the people know it is a ride sharing app. Okay, it relies on location data heavily. Okay, sometimes when the user's location is not shared properly, then the cab or the ride, it reaches to some other place and we generally face a lot of problem. Okay, it's relies heavily on location data and it connects riders with drivers nearby. Okay, making location a fundamental aspect of its service. This is the functionality. All the four options we have seen. Okay, do try to remember their names. Okay, as well as the functionality. The question might be different, but it is important question. Okay, all the four options are correct. They provide the services or information to users based on their physical whereabouts, qualifying them as location based services. This is the explanation. Okay, if you see here, this is the front page of Foursquare. Okay, this is the main page of Foursquare. Okay, website I have picked up in order to create some interest. Okay, it's a location based service, and what are the various facilities which it can provide, you can always see. Okay, another one was Yelp. Okay, this is the front page of this particular app. Okay, you can see it here, or platform. I should not call it app because nowadays what the thing is, that each of the website or each of the platform has its app also, as well as its website also, so it is integrated. Okay, most of the platforms are working like this only, as well as the online banking and each and every other system are working like this only. Okay, they are having their particular apps also, Android apps or iOS apps or mobile apps, and they are having their websites also, so they are functioning like this only. Okay, do try to keep this in mind. Okay, this one is about Goala. Okay, this is the main user interface. Okay, and this is about Uber. You must have used Uber a lot. Okay, this is the front end. I already have told you. Okay, any Android app, web app has two parts. Okay, I can just write them also because exams are appearing. Okay, the any app. Okay, any app or web app, anything like this. It has two parts. One is front end. Okay, another one is back end. Two particular parts in general. Okay, so what I showed you are only the front ends. This you have to keep in mind. Now we are interacting with each other from Google Meet platform. Okay, it's the front end through which we are just interacting with each other. Okay, back in the back end, all the coding part as well as the functionality of different buttons, everything has been coded. Without coding, nothing works. Okay, for each and every functionality, even to access the internet connection, to join you, okay, or to send my voice as well as my video, to share this particular slide. Okay, what I'm sharing, for everything, each and everything, there is a particular code running. Okay, it continues, it runs in loop. Okay, looping is done so as to run it infinitely, so that we can interact with each other as long as we want. Okay, this is the functionality. Front end is designed by front end designers, as well as nowadays same designers are designing front end as well as back end, no problem. But do try to remember these are the two basic parts. Okay, whenever in any interview you are asked about how to design a web app or an Android app, this particular question nowadays is very common. Okay, so just tell them the basics, that any app, web app, will have two particular parts, front end and back end. And inside the back end, all the coding part is done. Each and every functionality of every button or every function which is there in the front end, which is desired by the user or our client, is provided in the back end. Okay, in the front end, what happens, it is generally designed by sitting with the client. He particularly demands that which button should be there, how the UI should look, what would be the features. Okay, so this particular story is about front end, and the second story is about back end. You have to design first the first end, the front end, then you have to design the back end. Okay, I have designed a lot of this type of web apps and as well as Android apps. That is why I'm able to tell you. Okay. Okay. Any doubts in this particular question, or everything is clear, or you have some doubt? Then please do ask. Okay. Any doubts? Anyone? Please do ask. If not, then we can move forward. No problem. Okay. No doubts. I hope everything is clear. Let us move forward. Yeah, this particular question is related to statistics. Okay, this particular type of questions are common in the examination because they check your knowledge from very diverse domains. Okay, what is the difference between Pearson and Spearman rank correlation? These are rank correlation coefficients. Two particular coefficients are given here: Pearson coefficient and Spearman rank correlation coefficient. Okay, this has been dealt in the lectures, okay, which are released every week. Week by week we are presenting the content. Okay, So first option is Pearson correlation assesses linear relationships while Spearman correlation evaluates monotonic relationships. First option. Second option, Spearman correlation is always between -1 to 1, while Pearson correlation can have values outside this range. Okay. Third option, Spearman correlation is calculated using a formula involving the sum of squared differences, whereas Pearson correlation is based on product of Z scores. Okay. And D option is all of the above. Iswari, you have answered all of the above. Do try to read the options carefully. These all options are different. Just from your basic understanding, you can just see these options are different. They do not imply the same thing. So try to revisit the question. You can always change your answer. Okay. Don't be in a hurry. You have a lot of time, I think. Okay. These options are different. They are not same. And this is a technical question. The implication of all the options is not similar. Okay. Try to revisit. There is no hard and fast rule that you have to get everything right in first attempt. But I would be very happy if you get the correct option. Okay. See, getting the correct option is another aspect. But the first aspect which I want from all of you, whomsoever are attending this session, is not to fall in the trap. Okay. Not to just ditch yourself in the very first hole. Okay. Try to use your intelligence. Okay. To the maximum peak. That is what I want from you all. Try to attempt. No problem. Kiran Mai has answered A. Okay. Great. Iswari, any further opinions based on my opinion? Option A. You have changed. Great. Why you have changed? Because you have seen Kiran Mai's answer, so you have changed. This is the reason, or you thought something else? Do interact. There is no penalty. Please do interact. Okay. Anyone, anybody can ask any doubts. Okay. I am very happy when you people ask doubts as well as give your opinions. Don't let this conversation be one way only. Do try to always give your opinions. Okay. Yeah, Ishwari, I was asking you what you thought. When you will give me your thought, then we'll move forward. No problem. Relation is different. Yes, relation is different. Everything is different. So, although for my most of the questions, it might be all of the above, but don't think that it would be always right. That is what I want to say. Okay. Try to look the question and read the question carefully at least 2 3 times. If the output questions come in the examination, please, all of the above, all of the students whomsoever have joined, please do try to see the question with four eyes. That I say mockingly. Okay. Means you have to see the question carefully a lot of times, 5 6 times you have to read. Okay. Then you try to predict what would be the output of the code. At the end of my every session, I give you 2 3 practice questions. Okay. But they are not very hard because I haven't made them so much typical. But try to practice the output questions. They are very common in computer science subjects. Okay. My sincere advice to you, don't jump to the conclusions. Examination is approaching, that is why I am giving more advices. Okay. Might be boring for you, but it would be very helpful if you will listen to me carefully when you would be sitting in the examination. Okay. Let us look at the correct option. Yeah, it would be A only. Pearson correlation coefficient. Okay. It assesses linear relationships, while Spearman correlation evaluates monotonic relationships. Second option, Spearman correlation is always between -1 and 1. No. The Pearson is between these two particular values. Okay. Spearman correlation is calculated using a formula involving the sum of square differences, while Pearson correlation is based on product of Z scores. Actually, the options are the statements are reversed. Okay, I'll walk you through all the particular options. Okay, then you will see what are Pearson correlation coefficient and Spearman rank correlation coefficient. Okay, these particular statements, they are only I have changed the order. Else, to confuse you, I have particularly changed the order because these particular correlation coefficients, they are read in one go only. Okay, so the thing is that whatever the for options B and C, whatever I have written for Spearman, it is true for Pearson. Okay, just reversal is there. Very easy. Okay, great. Don't fall in the trap in the examination. That is why I am giving you maximum practice here only. Okay. Correct difference between Pearson and Spearman rank correlation is Pearson correlation assesses linear relationships. Okay. Please do try to understand. It assesses linear relationships while Spearman correlation evaluates monotonic relationships. What do you mean by monotonic? Monotonic means same pattern. Either monotonicity, what does it mean? That one variable increases, the other variable consistently increases, or it may decrease. Okay. Monotonic. What is the meaning of word monotonic? It means boring. Okay, boring. From this only you can understand. Okay, boring means the same pattern is getting repeated. Okay, my one variable is increasing, then the other variable either it is increasing consistently or it is decreasing consistently. That is the only meaning. Okay, at a constant rate. Monotonic functions, how do you check them? First differential you take. Okay, in maths also you must have read about them. Monotonic functions, how to assess whether a function is particular function is monotonic or not. Why? How to assess? You calculate the first differential. Okay, you differentiate the function first time, then you try to assess whether it is always for every value of x. Suppose a function is y equal to fx, then you take the first differential y dash equal to f dash x. Okay, then you try to assess whether f dash x is always greater than 0, always less than 0, or it is these two only you have to judge. Then when you judge it properly, okay, and you reach the conclusion that it is always f dash x is greater than 0, then you say then it is monotonic. Okay, this particular concept in maths, I am revisiting that particular concept, okay, for you guys. Okay, Pearson correlation. It measures the linear relationship between two variables. Okay, linear relationship between two variables. The Pearson correlation coefficient can take a value between -1 and 1. Okay, -1. What does it indicate? It indicates perfect negative linear relationship. Do try to remember what is meant by -1. Okay, perfect negative linear relationship. 1, what does it indicate? 1 is indicating something. 1 indicates perfect positive linear relationship. Okay. And 0, it indicates no linear relationship. Okay. By far, the most important thing is that Pearson correlation coefficient assumes that the relationship between the variables is linear. Do try to remember. Okay. It assumes that the relation between two particular variables y, x1, x2, x3, whatsoever the number of variables is, okay, it is linear only. While it is just an assumption, okay, it is not an hard and fast rule. Okay, another option was Spearman correlation. It assesses the monotonic relationship between two variables. Monotonicity, see, mono, monotonicity. Okay, from the word only. Monotonicity means boredom. Okay, means that one variable increases, the other variable either consistently increases or decreases. This is very important. What is meant by monotonicity? Okay, great. We have understood. The Spearman correlation coefficient is always between -1 and 1, but doesn't assume. Okay. Spearman correlation coefficient is also between -1 and 1. but doesn't assume a linear relationship. Okay, this is the thing. Okay, it is calculated based on the ranks of the data rather than the actual values. How is it calculated? It is calculated based on the ranks of the data, not the actual values. Okay, statement was Spearman correlation is always -1 and 1. It is true, but the other statement provided are not the accurate representation of differences between Spearman and Pearson correlation coefficients. Okay, let me walk you through the formulas. Okay, this particular slide I provided you the formula also. Okay, no need to just remember. Try to see them. Okay, one or two times. If you remember them, if you have read them in your undergrad courses, you will just by looking only you will memorize. Okay, because we need as engineers, I think most of the people are having engineering background only. As engineers, we read maths in three particular sems. Okay, so just by looking them once, I think we can get them. What's the background? Can anyone tell? What is the background of people whomsoever have joined undergrad? In which from which stream are you pursuing? Maths background, non-maths background. What is the background? Please do tell me. Then I'll explain accordingly. Okay. From future for future sessions also I'll understand. BTech CSE you must be knowing. Okay, I got it. Kiranmai and Iswari, you are the most responsive people. Please tell me about your background. Which course are you currently pursuing? Sai Kiran, AIDS. Sai Kiran, if you are able to tell me your background, then you can be able to answer the questions also. Please do try to give your opinion. Okay. No matter it is correct or incorrect, but do tell me this that what is AIDS. I don't know. Please give me the full form. Okay. Kiranmai and Iswari, what are you pursuing? Please do tell me. Oh, Kiranmai has answered BCA. Okay, great. Okay, Iswari, yeah, MCA. Great, great. Okay. Artificial Intelligence and Data Science. Okay, it's BSc, BTech. What course program? I am just asking you. BTech. Great. You must be knowing each and everything. Okay. Regarding maths and monotonicity. So I'll explain everything in short, okay? Because most of the people here are from maths background only, okay? No problem. Yeah. Pearson correlation coefficient denoted by R. Okay, how it is calculated? It is calculated using this formula R equal to summation xi minus x bar y minus y bar, then denominator under root of summation xi minus x bar whole square, then summation of yi minus y bar whole square. What do you mean by xi and yi? These are the individual data points, and x bar and y bar are the means of x and y variable. Okay, no problem in this particular thing. Pearson correlation coefficient. Okay, by looking once only, I think you will get what is the formula. Then Spearman rank correlation coefficient. Okay, the Spearman rank correlation coefficient, how is it calculated? Using the rank of the data. Okay. Particularly, you have to arrange the data into the ranks. Okay. DI, what is it? It is the difference between the ranks, okay, of the corresponding variables in the sample. You have to calculate DIs. Okay. Then you have to use the formula rho equal to 1 minus 6 times summation of DI whole square, then denominator n into n square minus 1. This particular formula you have to use. Okay. Otherwise, there is an alternate representation also. This also you can use. Okay. No problem in that. I think same thing is there only. Okay. Both the coefficients they measure strength and direction of the relationship between two variables, but Pearson correlation, please do try to remember. It assesses linear relationships while Spearman correlation evaluates monotonic relationships. Okay, very important, very basic, can be asked in any interview also. Okay, as well as in your this particular course also. Okay, Do try to revisit these particular concepts. Okay, must have read them in your BTech first year or second year courses. Okay, great. Any doubts? Anyone? If you are having any doubts, please do try to ask. There are, I think, one or two more questions based on this particular concept. That is why I have covered it in great detail. Now, please do try to answer those particular questions correctly. Don't commit any mistakes and don't go by hook and crook. You should know the correct explanation also. Any doubts? Anyone? Any doubts? Then you can unmute yourself and ask me anytime. Okay. No need to be shy and no need to hesitate. Okay. I think let us move on. Nobody is asking anything. Okay. Yeah, these type of questions are applied questions from the question concept. Okay. Please do try to read the question first. Okay, then only answer. Approach should be correct, no matter the either you get the question correct or not. Okay. Read the question carefully. You have two data sets and want to measure the strength and direction of the relationship between them. Okay. One set of data consists of ranks or ordinal values of the observation, while the other consists of continuous numerical data. Which correlation coefficient is most appropriate for this scenario? Spearman rank correlation coefficient, Pearson correlation coefficient, either Spearman or Pearson can be used interchangeably. None of the above because correlation coefficients are not applicable in this scenario. Okay. This is my question. Concept already I have told you. Please do try to answer it correctly. Okay. Yeah, see, either Spearman or Pearson correlation can be used interchangeably. Okay. Okay, great, Ishwari. I don't think so that the world is so fair. Okay. Mockingly, I should say that world is unfair. Okay. Everything which looks simple is not simple. There are hidden things behind. Please do try to revisit it. Okay. Once you have written option, I think I have the capacity to ask you also that why have you chosen that particular option to you particularly because you are the most regular. I think you and Kiran are the most regular. Okay, Kiran is more regular than you. She hasn't left any single session. Okay, then after that you come. Life is very life is not so much fair. Okay, this is my hint to you. Please do try to answer it accordingly. Had this sessions been offline, I would have been pleased to interact with you all. Okay, not online, offline. Kiranmai says D. Great. None of the above because correlation coefficients are not applicable in this scenario. Okay, great, Kiran. For the very first time, I think you also have taken the path which you wanted to take in life. Okay, this is known as liberation or revolution. Now Ishwari has changed. A. Spearman's rank correlation coefficient. Okay, she has thought something. Kiranma, you also think something. No problem. If you think that life is unfair, then you can always change your options also. Okay. Mistake of life, not ours. I have taught you a particular concept. Okay. And I am asking a question. Okay. Just after that. So please try to be this much smart that these type of vague options and none of the above because correlation coefficients are not applicable in this scenario. This what is the probability? Probability would be very less. Okay, try to be that much smart. A teacher is teaching you something, then he is asking you something. Then the concept would be at least related. Otherwise, he would not be asking. He would be chilling in his own room. Okay. Yes, sir. It's option A. Yeah. Now you change the option. Great. Any other opinions? Anybody else? You people are not interactive. That is why I try to interact. Okay. Don't take me. in the wrong manner. I am just interacting because you are not interacting. Okay. I can be a lot more serious, but I'd want you to learn the concepts maximum percentage. Okay. It would could be a very good. They have answered very first question. I am very happy that he has tried to answer this question. Great. Continuous numerical data. So a great. Reach the explanation correctly. Great. Any more opinions? Abhinay Ramachandran can also answer. Abhinay. I should call by first name only. Abhinay. Abhinay has not told me also what he is doing. No problem. He must be angry from me. Okay. No problem. Everything is well thought. Yeah, it would be Spearman correlation. Spearman's rank correlation coefficient. Okay. No need to get liberated. This is very important. Please, whatever you have read, believe on yourself. Okay, as well as on your teacher also. That D would never be an option. No need to explain it. Okay, either this one or that one. Yeah, you can, but the most appropriate would be Spearman rank correlation coefficient only, because rank, okay, or ordinal values that we have to judge, as well as in case of continuous numerical data. I have already told you that the monotonicity, okay, it is well judged from Spearman rank correlation coefficient only, and we are dealing with continuous numerical data. That what would be the best option? It would be Spearman rank correlation coefficient only, not even B. Okay, very simple explanation to a very simple question. Let us look at the clear explanation. Okay, no problem. Yeah. Most of appropriate correlation coefficient for this scenario where one data set has ranks ordinal values and the other has continuous numerical data is option A only, Spearman's rank correlation coefficient. Okay. Why it would be correct? Because the other option was Pearson's correlation coefficient. While it is suitable for both continuous data sets, it is assuming a linear relationship. This is important. Okay. L- First of all, you are assuming that the relationship would be linear. Okay, might be it is linear, then everything goes well. Okay, but if it is not linear, what will I do? Nothing. My results would be compromised. That is why I am not using Pearson correlation coefficient. I am using Spearman rank correlation coefficient. Okay, between the variables and requires both sides to be normally distributed. Another particular thing, normal distribution. It is assuming the relationship between particular variables is normal. Okay, so when one set consists of ranks or ordinal values, these assumptions might not hold, leading to inaccurate results. Okay, this is the thing. Another thing was Spearman rank correlation coefficient. Okay, this coefficient, however, is specifically designed for ordinal data and relaxes the normality assumption. Okay, it calculates the relationship based on the ranks of the data points in each set, making it robust to the type. Okay, and scaling of the data. Therefore, it provides a more reliable measure of strength and the direction of the relationship. Okay, in this scenario, strength also you can measure, as well as, okay, relationship in this scenario you can always measure. Okay, either Spearman or Pearson interchangeably. No, it is not accurate. Okay, as explained, Pearsons might not be suitable when dealing with ranks or non-normal distributions. Okay, this option is not correct. None of the above. Okay, it won't be there. I already told you why it won't be there. Correlation coefficients are applicable in this scenario. Please do try to remember, correlation coefficients are applied in this type of scenarios only. Okay, when we want to um, see the relationships between two particular variables. Okay, we want to see what are the relationships and how one particular variable is behaving with another particular variable, how it is, whether it is changing, not changing, what are the relationships. Okay, this is applicable in this scenario only. Okay, Choosing appropriate one is crucial for interpretation. Okay, many of you would be pursuing masters. Okay, after this, after your undergrad grade. Okay, in all, in most of the research cases. Okay, this particular coefficients are applied because these are the fundamentals of statistics. Okay, you would be doing some experiments. After doing the experiments, you have to check whether my results are coherent, okay, with my assumptions or whatever the hypothesis I have formulated. Then these particular coefficients are applied. As well as for the data analysis part, we always applied these type of coefficients. Okay, this is important. It would be helpful for you in your masters when you would be pursuing research. Okay, this is important. Okay. Therefore, for analyzing the relationship between different between a data set of ranks or ordinal values, a continuous numerical data set experiments rank correlation coefficient is most appropriate choice. Okay, considering its adaptability to ordinal data and relaxed assumptions. Okay, this is important. Okay, great. Any doubts? Anyone? If you are having any doubts, then please do ask me. No problem. Else we can move forward. Okay, I think it is clear. Great. Great. Okay. It's clear. Let's move forward. Yeah, this particular question, do try to answer it. Very easy question. Please do not commit mistakes. Okay. In this type of questions. Okay. You require only two eyes to solve this type of questions. Okay. For some type of questions, you require even four eyes. Okay. Means two from glasses and two on of your own. Very mockingly, I am saying you, but do try to remember, okay, in which type of questions you have to be bit more careful. This is particularly important from your examination point of view. Yeah, which of the following data fields in a social media platform are open text fields whose validity is not enforced by the system and may carry noise or invalid information? Okay, user's date of birth, profile picture, bio or about me section, or it is the number of followers. Okay, only one option is correct, I am telling you. And the keyword on which you have to focus is noise or invalid information. Okay, yeah. Devya has said C and Iswari has said D. Number of followers, okay, it may carry noise. Great, please explain it further. How can number of followers have some noise? And you have to also see, is it a open text field? Open text field, do you understand? Open text field means it's a text box. Okay, like in Google form, some of the options are multiple choice questions. Okay, in which you have to select. Open text fields means in which a text box is there and you have to type something. Okay, number of followers, does it even qualify to be a open text field? First see this. Okay, then see, will it carry noise or invalid information? Okay, particularly my hint goes to Iswari. If she can tries to change her option, please she can change. There is nothing hard and fast rule. Two votes have are there in favor of option C. Great. I don't know, sir. No, no. I am telling you, it is not an open text field. Okay, no problem. You don't know, that is not a problem. But I am telling you, I am providing you hint that open text field means in it is a text box in which you have to type something. Okay, so number of followers, okay, in any particular social media platform, it would be given by the platform itself. Okay, it is calculated through some algorithms. Okay, then it is seen whether it is inflated or not. Okay, after that everything goes well. Okay, no problem is there. Okay, are you facing any connection issue from my side? I don't know. It is reflecting your internet connection is unstable. If you are facing any issue, then please do try to tell me through your chat box. Okay, as well as you can unmute yourself. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, try to understand. Number of followers is not a no, sir, no issue. Okay, great, great, no problem. It is not a open text field. Okay. If you would like to change your option, then you can change. Else, I'll tell you no issue. Okay, great. So if no issue is there, then please do try to tell me. If you want to change your opinion, you can change your opinion. I'm waiting for you for 1 more minute, then we'll move forward. Number of followers is not a yeah. Now it is C. Great. It's not a open text field. Okay. Every keyword in any question, okay, it is important. Open text field. Even though you don't know, no problem. Open text. Okay. Open text field. Text field, from that only you can understand that a text has to be written in a particular field. Field means a column. Okay, or a particular attribute in which you have to type text. From text field also you can just see that thing. Okay, number of followers, if in any social media, it would be calculated by some algorithms. Okay, and it will be told to you that these many number of followers you are having, whether it is Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, anything. Okay, yeah, great. Finally, everyone has settled down to a correct option, bio or about me section. It may carry some noise or it may carry some invalid information. Generally, user's date of birth as well as user profile picture. Okay, it is assumed. Okay, not necessarily that we are filling it correctly. It is assumed. Okay, that it will not carry a noise. Noise means, what do you understand by noise? Okay, it is not false information, it is access information. Okay, particularly one user who is using a particular platform, he'll provide only one date of birth, as well as at a time he'll provide one particular profile picture. But in bio section, whatever the data which we are able to infer, if we'll try to do some analysis, like from Python codes, I show you at the end of sessions how we can apply some packages like natural language toolkit package. Okay, anything if you want to apply, it will have some noise. So when the noise, okay, it will come in the picture, then we have to correct it by using denoising. Okay, what is my solution to my noise? It is denoising. For both of these particular things, particular algorithms are there. Okay, in each of the thing, in signal processing noise comes. Okay, in image processing as well as in data processing, noise will always come. Noise, the particular meaning here is that for doing some analysis, okay, the attributes which we are considering, it is having some, it requires some filtration in order to make our data uh, between some boundary points. Okay, this is the meaning of noise, that our data is carrying some useless information or some false information. Okay, or some of the information which we are not able to correlate according to our algorithms. It would, this explanation is most correct. Okay, whatever thing which we are trying to analyze, whatever parameters which we are trying to infer, okay, for our inference, the data which we have collected, it is having some extra variables. So any extra variables would be considered as noise for our own analysis, and we will try to filter them. Not necessarily that they would be false only. Okay, they would be they can be a particular data attribute, but for my inference, okay, those particular data points are extra. Okay, they are not required, they may interfere. That is why I am considering them as noise. Okay. Okay, I think it is clear what do you mean by noise. Okay. Okay, now we'll look at the explanation. Open text fields allow users to input free form text without strict validation by the system. Okay, that is why it is considering, it is incorporating some noise. Okay, they are susceptible to containing noise or invalid information because users can enter any text they desire. Let's analyze the options. Okay, user date of birth. This data field typically requires users to input date of birth. in a specific format only. Okay, and may have validation checks. You already know that sometimes when we try to register, okay, through into some platforms, then a mail comes, then we have to provide our validation or check. Okay, that ensure that my date of birth is valid, ensure my email ID is correct. Okay, it is less likely to be an open text field. This is important. Okay, another option is profile picture. It can be an open text field. Okay, in particular cases where, okay, statement I have provided here is restricted one. Okay, sometimes the thing happens that any platform, it uh, gives, it does not restrict us to select the date of birth from calendar. In that particular platform, it is an open text field only. Okay, here it is written it is less likely to be an open text field. I am telling you both the scenarios when my date of birth attribute would be an open text field, when it would not be. When I am telling you to select your date of birth from a particular calendar, okay, which comes while option clicking, it would not be an open text field. But when I try to say you that enter my your date of birth in this particular format, in dd, and y format, then in those particular cases it would be an open text field. Okay, try to understand this difference. Okay, profile picture. Users upload images for their profile pictures, while users could upload inappropriate images. Okay, this option is not an open text field, but rather than an image upload field. Text is not involved here. Okay, this is important for you to understand. Another one would number of followers. No, it would, the least probable answer would be this only. This field displays the count of followers a user has and is typically generated automatically by the system based on the user actions. Already I've told you, number of followers is calculated through the some algorithms and the platform displays it. Okay, no need not to have any role in it. Okay, it's not an open text field and it's populated by the system rather than being directly input by the users. Okay, else the entire game would be reversed. I will increase my number of followers to billions in one single day only. Okay, this is the thing. Yeah, C option was bio about me section. Okay, this field often allow users to write a short description about themselves. Since it's open-ended, users can input any text they want, making it an open text field where the validity is not strictly enforced. Okay, this is about option C. It would be correct. Okay, correct option I have already told you. Okay, any doubts? Anyone? Just a second. Any doubts? Anybody? Please do ask if you are having any doubts. Then else we can move forward. Okay. Any doubts? Anyone? Clear? Great. Like this also, you please be interactive. Okay, so that I also get some motivation. Okay, please be interactive as far as possible. You can always unmute yourself, ask any doubt. Otherwise, you can use the chat box. No need to worry. Okay. Yeah. Fifth question for the day. Okay. It's also a very interesting question. Okay. Let me see who can get it correct. Okay. In this particular question, okay, all of the options are having equal probability. Okay. It's a confusing question, but still you can get it right. No problem. Try to answer it. Imagine you are developing a social media platform. Very interesting question based on this course only. Okay. Applied question. Imagine you are developing a social media platform with location based services. Okay. First thing is this, you are developing a social media platform, it is having location based services. You want to allow users to share interesting places they have visited. Okay. Which of the following methods would provide the most accurate and reliable information about these places for other users? Open text fields for users to describe the place, including location details. Okay. Second option, multiple choice selection from a predefined list of popular landmarks or attractions. Third option, automatic location detection based on the user's current GPS coordinates. Option D, combination of options A and B, allowing users to choose a list and further elaborate within open text. Do try to answer it. Divya is saying option C. Okay. Try to see the question once again, Divya. Imagine you are developing a social media platform with location based services. You want to allow users to share interesting places they visited. Means sharing means they will tell the experience also. Okay, not just the place. So if you are going with option C, automatic location detection based on users' current GPS coordinates, then would you be able to tell how you would be able to share your experience? Please think in this manner. Okay, great. Sharing means sharing your opinion also. Okay, I could have further elaborated the question, but now, right now I am doing because this much thing is presumed that you understand that what you mean by sharing. Okay, you are reading this particular course also. You are all the students of this course, as well as in daily life you are using social media platforms. Okay, so sharing, I think that you already know. Iswari has answered D. Kiranmai has answered D. Devev is saying option C. Abhinay, if you want, you can answer. Please, I'll be very happy if you answer. Okay, okay. Let us look at the explanation. Yeah, it is option D only. Combination of options A and B, allowing users to choose a list. Okay, choose an option from a list and further elaborate with open text. When I'd be allowing users to choose from a list, I'm telling you that particular locations I've geotagged them. Okay, geotagging. It's a technical term. I'll write it here. Geotagging. Okay, this is a particular term. Okay, what do you mean by this? It would be single T only, not double T. No problem about the spellings. What do you mean by geotagging? Means I have already marked the GPS coordinates. Okay, I have seen from my Google map the most accurate coordinates. I have already marked them, and then I have uh, for that particular landmarks and attractions which are most popular. I have already done the geotagging. Then I am asking the users from a predefined list. Okay, then what would be what are your opinions? Okay, this concept is extra only. Okay, it is not written in this particular question, but I have introduced you so that in order to have a better understanding about the question. Okay, what do you mean by option B? Okay, option A you already know. I have explained you open text field. What do you mean by it? Okay, this is interesting. Okay, so combinations of option A and option B would be my most appropriate for developing a social media platform. Okay, let's look at the explanation. Open text field. Okay, I already told you what do you mean by it. It offers flexibility. Free text descriptions can be subjective, inaccurate because users are providing their opinions. Okay, lack sufficient location details, making it difficult for other users to find the places. Okay, disadvantage also, advantage also. Predefined list, it ensures clarity, consistency, but might exclude unique or lesser known places users wish to share. Okay, so both are having advantage and disadvantage. So you combine both of them. So one disadvantage of each other, disadvantages of each other, they can cancel. Okay, this is the thing. In GPS coordinates, it provides precise location information but lacks details about the place itself, leaving users uninformed about what makes it interesting. Okay, this is the thing. Additionally, GPS accuracy can be affected by various factors. Okay, as you already know, in Indian case, I think GPS. Two particular things are important. One is GPS, Global Position System. It is owned by American. Okay, it is having I think 24 satellites. Okay, which are widespread, okay, across the whole world. They provide the locations for our own country. IRNSS, okay, or Navik is our own GPS. Okay, it's developed by ISRO. Okay, you, I'm just providing you an additional information. It is very accurate. Our own GPS is more accurate because it focuses on our own continent only, specific continent only. Okay, accuracy is much farther, much great. My particular work is related with GPS also. Okay, so what I have observed that when I am using GPS, okay, it particularly depends on the sensor also. My accuracy is between plus minus 5 meters to plus minus zero point 0.5 meters. This is my accuracy, but I have learned this from various research papers that people who are using Navic, they are getting accuracy up to 0.01 meters also. Okay, this is particular thing. Okay, so this extra information I like to provide you. Okay, why the exact locations and all of the thing. Actually, GPS also can provide us greater accuracy. Why it is not providing? It is related to geopolitics. You can read more about it. Okay, if you are interested. But additional information, whenever I think that you should know, I always provide. Okay, yeah. Combination D, option D. It would be leveraging the strength of both predefined options and open text. Okay. Users can choose familiar landmarks for efficient identification while adding personal descriptions for enhanced information about the specified experience. Okay, this is particular option about option D. Okay, it would be the most accurate option. Okay, this example highlights the importance of considering data accuracy and user experience when designing location-based services. Okay, this is the thing. Any doubts? Anybody? Anybody is having any doubts? Okay. If you are having any doubts, then please ask. If you are clear, then say you are clear. Okay. Then we can move forward. Clear, clear, great. Ishwari, are you clear? Any doubts? Ishwari, where are you? Feeling sleepy? Okay. Clear, great. No problem. Please do ask if you are having any doubt. Okay. Yeah. Let us look at the sixth question for our day. What is the key difference between a scatter plot and a bar chart? Very easy question. Please do not commit mistakes in this type of questions. Scatter plots display categorical data while bar charts are used for numerical data. Option B is scatter plots show the relationship between two numerical variables while bar charts display the frequency or distribution of categorical data. Option C is scatter plots are only used for displaying data with a single variable, while bar charts can visualize data with multiple variables. Option D is all of the above. Please do answer this question. Easy question, easy answer. What would be the opinion? Please do tell me. What happened? Very difficult question. or none of the options seems to be correct. What happened? What happened? You took me too seriously that you have to read the question. That is why you are reading the question. Do answer it. Give your opinion. No problem. Even if you are incorrect, no problem. Okay, Kiran has answered option C. The scatter plots are only used for displaying data with a single variable, while bar charts can visualize data with multiple variables. Kiran, do you know there are 3D scatter plots also available? If you will go through some research papers, you will find yes, sir, confused. Not sure. Yeah, great. No problem. I am telling you, 3D scatter plots are also available. If you go through some research papers, there you can very easily see that how beautifully the representations between even three or even more than three variables they are depicted. Okay, I go through them a lot. That is why I am hinting you. Okay, 3D scatter plots as well as 3D contour plots. They are very interesting. Okay, in order to observe the relationships between the predicted variables. Okay, Iswari, where are you? Please do try to answer. Give your opinion. No harm is done for wrong options also. Then it will be option A, sir. Great. I think B. Very nice. Three people have answered and three have answered. I think all of the options are correct, are covered. Okay. None of the option is left. A, B, C. Somebody can answer D, then it would be very good. Four people, four different opinions. Those whomsoever have joined recently, I put a multiple choice question in front of you. Okay, what you have to do? You have to just type the correct option in the chat box. Okay, there is no hard and fast rule that you have to get it correct only. Just want to interact with you people. Okay, that is why I am asking you to put the correct option. Okay, whichever you think is correct. Okay, you can just put it. Okay, let us look at the correct option. It would be B. Somebody said it would be C, it would be A, it would be B, it would be D. Every option we have tried. Okay, let us look at the each of the option. Scatter plots display categorical data, while bar charts are used for numerical data. Okay, this is a particular option. Keep this in mind. Let us look at other ones also. The scatter plots are also only used for displaying data. Okay, one particular knowledge I'll share with you. When these type of keywords like only, okay, one single thing is being highlighted, okay, extreme statements, already I've told you the probability of getting them right is very less. Okay, Very easily you can eliminate. Okay. Scatter plots are only used for displaying data with a single variable, while bar charts can visualize data with multiple variables. Both can visualize data with multiple variables. Okay. 3D scatter plots are also available. 3D bar charts are also available. Okay. So we can visualize multiple data. Okay. So option C wouldn't be correct. Okay. In this type of questions, since all these statements imply different things, so all of the above won't be correct. Okay. For the all of the above to be correct in any option, there should be a coherence between the options. Okay. So there is no coherence here. Okay. Yeah. B option was scatter plots show the relationship between two numerical variables. Great. I think it is correct. While bar charts display the frequency or distribution of categorical data. Okay. What is being said here that scatter plots, what they show relationships between two numerical variables. How do I make a particular scatter plot? I I have genuinely put a photograph also, picture also. I'll tell you each and everything regarding scatter plot. Just be with me. Yeah, this is an example of a scatter plot. Okay, two particular variables I have picked up, and whatever the points through my experimentation I have got, I have tried to put plot them. Okay, so here first image you can see that between x and y some of the dots are there. Okay, and next figure also, in third figure also. Okay, so whenever my one variable is increasing, with the increase of my particular one variable, the other variable is increasing, then I am saying that the two variables which are being studied are positively correlated, or there exists a positive correlation between both the variables. Whenever with the increase of one variable the other variable decreases, or with the increase of that decrease of that particular variable the other variable is increasing, then I say that my two independent variables, not dependent variables, two independent variables, they are negatively correlated. Okay. In this particular case, I have plotted a relation between y and x. Uh, can you tell me whether they would be dependent or independent? Please tell me. Okay. Think about this, then tell me. I'll complete my statement. Then in third figure, the plots. Okay. I have plotted my scatter plot. Okay. Then I am seeing that I cannot conclude any statement that whether in with the increase of one variable, okay, another variable is increasing or decreasing. These are scattered, uniformly scattered, or some sparsely scattered. Okay, that is why I can reach the conclusion that no correlation exists. Okay, this is the thing. Yeah. Now tell me, I have plotted two particular variables y and x, whether they are independent or they are dependent. Okay, please do tell me your opinions, then we will move forward. Okay. This particular statement, scatter plots show the relationship between two numerical variables. Okay. This is absolutely correct. Okay. While opposite to this statement is option A only. Okay. So if option A is correct, then option B has to be incorrect. In this particular case, option B is correct, hence option A is correct. Okay. Yeah. Ishwari is saying dependent variables. Very good. I think you understood the concept. I have already in my previous sessions told you the concept of dependent and independent variables. Okay. Suppose y I have written, it's a function of x1, okay, x2, x3. I have written this particular notation. Okay. Then in this particular case, y is a dependent variable. It depends on x1, x2, and x3. Okay. And x1, x2, and x3 are independent variables. And if this condition holds, then only I can predict the nature of my y with x1, x2, and x3. If in particularly x1, x2, and x3 have some relationship, then firstly I have to plot that relationship. I have to get the equation, I have to plot the equation. Then I can, when I know the relationship, then I will replace my x2. Suppose there is a relationship between x1 and x2, that x1 square plus x2 square equal to suppose 1. Okay. Then while plotting the relationship between y, x1, x2 and x3, I know the relationship, then immediately I'll replace x2 by 1 minus x1 square. Okay. Then I can relate my variables. Please do remember, whenever we are plotting any plots, okay, then we need to know the relationships, and we only the relation plot can be we can plot the relationship when my y would be dependent, and it would be dependent on x1, x2 and x3, and x1, x2, x3 would be independent variable. Okay, this particular information is very important for you to understand. Then this one is bar chart. Okay, bar chart or bar plot, this is like this. Okay, what it shows, it displays the frequency or distribution of categorical data, these particular categories in on the x-axis you can see. Okay, it is this telling me what is the frequency, this is the frequency, this particular thing. Okay, these are the frequencies. What are the frequencies of my categorical data? Okay, this is the functionality of bar chart. Okay, technically how we define, I think most of you have seen, okay, bar chart as well as scatter plot, but still you got confused in this question. Why? Because we don't know the technical part. Okay, for this only we are conducting these online sessions. Okay, very few have answered. I think only Ishwari has answered it right. Okay, but we all know what are scatter plots, what are bar plots, even every other plot will know, but technical thing, okay, that is important. Okay, let us look at the options. Okay, out of the provided options, the most accurate statement about the key difference between scatter plot and bar chart is this: scatter plots show the relationship between two numerical variables, while bar charts display the frequency or distribution of categorical data. Okay, why? Because categorical versus numerical data, while bar charts often deal with categorical data like categories, groups. Okay, can also be used for numerical data ranges or intervals. Okay, scatter plots, on the other hand, require both the variables to be numerical only. They cannot deal with categorical data. Okay, then you can read the explanation: data relationships versus distribution. Okay, the number of variables. Okay, and whatever the explanation I have mentioned. Okay, you can just read it after the class. I upload the PDF of this particular lecture in this Google Sheet. You can go through it. Okay, you try to see this. I think I have explained it, okay, a lot. So I'll end the explanation for this particular question. Any doubts, anybody? I assume that you can answer this question very easily, but it seemed to be a bit more difficult. No problem. Any doubts, anybody? Clear? Divya was raising his hand. Thumbs up. He is saying it is clear. Okay. Ishwari, any doubts? No doubt. Great. Let us move forward. No problem. Keep the spirit up. Okay. Do try to react. It gives me motivation that you are listening and understanding the things. Let us go through our seventh question. Imagine you are a data scientist. Okay. Analyzing tweets related to current events. Nowadays, data scientist career is emerging. Okay. Whomsoever are choosing this particular line, they are more successful in their professional careers. Okay, you can also choose this particular line. Okay, no problem. Imagine you are a data scientist analyzing tweets related to current events. You want to identify the most influential users in this conversation. Which of the following metrics would be most accurate indicator of the user influence in this specific context? Option A is total number of followers. Option B is average number of retweets per tweet. Option C is number of hashtags per tweet. And option D, sentiment analysis score of their tweets. I have already told you what is sentiment analysis. I think once I have told you, if you remember it, fine. Otherwise, go through the notes properly. Okay. Before the examination, you should know what is the sentiment analysis. Okay. I'll not tell you once again, but please revisit that particular lecture because in that lecture I have spent a lot of time. Okay. This question is saying to identify as the most influential user. Okay. In a particular conversation. Please do answer it. Okay. Take your time. Think it. I am just coming in 2 minutes. Okay. Okay, let me look. What are your opinions? Option A, option B, and D. It's not an MSQ. One option would be correct only. Sorry, saying B. Great. Nice. Great. I think let us move forward. It would be option B, an average number of retweets per tweet. Why it would be option B? Let us look. Okay. You were confused, I think, between B and D. Sentiment analysis score of the tweets. This might provide insights into the user's opinion, but it is not a direct measure of the influence. Okay. It is more about what the users are posting, what their content says. Okay. This is the thing. What their content is saying and what are the on the basis of sentiment analysis scores various gradings are provided. Okay, we can analyze for our NLTK package using our NLTK package. Okay, natural language toolkit package, we can analyze. Okay, what are the sentiment analysis scores. Okay, these particular deal will this particular thing will give us a peek about what are the opinions. Okay, and whether their opinion is biased, unbiased, in which direction and which category you want to put up, you can put up, but it will not give information about the influence of the user. Okay, that is what it is written here. This might provide insights into the user's opinion or perspective, but it is not a direct measure to it doesn't directly measure their influence on others with a specific conversation. This is the thing. Average number of retweets per tweet. It would be the most appropriate metric in this particular case. In this particular case, this metric directly measures how often other users amplify the user's content, suggesting their messages resonate and spread within the conversation. Okay. Total number of followers. No, I was asking you about a particular conversation. Imagine you are a data scientist analyzing tweets related to current events. Okay, you want to identify the most influential users in this conversation. Particularly, I have bounded. Okay, total number of followers might be significantly high. Okay, of a particular person, they might be significantly high. But I am telling you that in any conversation, I want to highlight who are the most influential users. So directly, my option would be average number of retweets per tweet. Okay. I have used the phrase in this conversation. Had I not been using it, then option A would have also been correct. Okay. Total number of followers. But I am saying you that in a particular conversation, what who is the most influential person? This is my actual interest. Okay. That is why I have used the average number of retweet. Yeah, total number of followers. I already told you why it didn't be there. Number of hashtags per tweet. No, hashtag doesn't influence. Hashtag usage doesn't necessarily reflect the influence. Okay, frequently hashtags are being generated by users. Okay, they might increase visibility, but it is doesn't indicate the user's ability to shape the conversation or drive engagement. Okay, this is the thing. Okay, any doubts? Anybody? Anything? Clear? Great. Clear? Not clear? Clear? Good. Ishwari, clear? Great. Let's move forward. Imagine you are analyzing data on the number of books read by students in a university class. Okay. Very basic question. The x-axis shows the number of books read, and the y-axis shows the number of students who read that many books. Which type of plot would be the most appropriate to visualize this data? Scatter plot, bar plot, bubble plot, histogram. Ishwari is saying scatter plot. Great. Bar chart can also be used. Don't you think so? Bubble plot can also be used. I think so. Can be used, cannot be used. Just think. Histogram can also be used even. But most appropriate you have to visualize. Yeah, Ishwari is saying A and Devya is saying B. Okay, good. Contrasting opinions. B, no, no, not B. Okay. Something else. I'll wait for you. Give me your final answer. No, I'm not in a hurry. No problem. X-axis showing the number of books read. Okay. And Y is the number of students who read that many books. Okay. Option A. Kiranmay is saying. Divya, please tell me what is your final opinion. Then we can move forward. Let's go with B. Great. Yeah. Will it be B? Will it be A? Please clarify. Here I have written B. Okay. B, why it would be more suitable? Why? Option A is while a scatter plot could technically display this data, it wouldn't be most effective or efficient choice. Two particular axes I have suggested. Okay, both are numerical. Great. First point was both are numerical. X-axis is showing the number of books read, and y-axis is showing number of students who read that many books. Okay, very nice, very easy. Okay, x-axis is showing the number of books read. Okay, y-axis is showing the number of students who read that many books. Both the data are numerical. Great. Both the data are numerical. Okay. But what the question says, which type of plot would be most appropriate to visualize this data? Okay. I am asking you that I need to visualize the data. Okay. So visualization initially you can do with scatter plot. Definitely it wouldn't be most more inappropriate if you will go with scatter plot. But as a step forward, okay, if you will convert this into the frequency data, okay, then visualization would be most appropriate in case of bar chart. Okay, even this option is also correct, no problem. Okay, I am telling you both A and B can be in an answer, no problem. Okay, but if you are asked most appropriately, okay, I am specifically talking about the visualization here. Try to see this. Okay, when I have plotted scatter plot, okay, what you can infer from this data, that my correlation between the data, okay, I am able to visualize that either my data is positively correlated, negatively correlated, or no correlation. That only information I can infer. Okay, just imagine the plot in your own mind. Okay, from x and y axis, if randomly you are plotting the points, what information you can infer? That either it is positively, either it is negatively correlated, either there is no correlation exists. In this particular case, okay, there would be no correlation. That also I can tell you. Okay, okay, this is the thing. But if you will plot something like this, okay, from x-axis and y-axis, just convert the data in a frequency plot. Okay, after that conversion, you if you will try to convert into a bar chart, okay, 100% it will have a better visualization. This is the thing here. Okay, need not to worry much. Okay, this question I have formulated only. Okay, so I am telling you the option only. Okay, with option A also you will be, it is correct only. Okay, nobody will deduct your marks, but better visualization would be option B. That is why I am giving option B as two ticks. Okay, no problem. Okay, bubble plot. Yes, you can plot a bubble plot also. You can plot a histogram also. Okay. If option B is correct, then option D also has to be correct. Okay. Or histogram has to also be an answer. Okay. But most appropriate if I have to select, I'll go with bar chart only. Okay. This is the thing. Explanation I have written. Scatter plot could technically display the data. Absolutely, it is correct. It wouldn't be the most efficient because for the purpose of visualization. Yeah, in bar chart there is more visualization. That is the thing only. Two plots, sample plots also I have showed you. Okay, more visualization happens in case of bar chart only. Okay, this is most suitable. Bar chart I have already told you. Bubble plot, yeah, it adds a third dimension with the size of bubbles representing an additional data point. From the scatter plot only it is plotted. There is nothing uh, more complicated related to it. Okay, in this case it wouldn't be necessary or informative, as you already know the two variables related to book count and student numbers. If I specifically want to segregate, then I'll plot a bubble plot. It would be correct also, no problem. Okay, histogram, it is, yeah, if bar chart is there as a correct option, histogram has to be correct. Okay, histogram is most commonly used for continuous data to show the distribution of values within a range. Okay, since number of books is a discrete variable, okay, histogram wouldn't be the best choice. Why it isn't the best choice? Because here number of books read is not falling in a particular range. Okay, it's a discrete range. Somebody must have must have read zero books. Somebody must have read 1,000 books. So better visualization will not happen. It will happen in case of bar chart also. But as an explanation, I am telling you all of the options you can use. Okay, in this particular question. Okay, no need to worry much. Okay. Genuinely, I have complicated my previous question to a much more level. Okay, so that your visualization regarding each of the options becomes correct. Okay, okay, clear? Not clear? Any doubts? Anybody? If you are having any doubts, please do ask. If you are not having any doubts, then we can move forward. Okay, great. Okay, I think we should move forward. No problem. Great. Yeah, what is the primary characteristics of location-based social networks? Okay, they allow users to share text-based posts with their friends and followers. Option A. They provide a platform for online gaming and virtual reality experiences. Option B. They enable users to connect with other users and share their physical locations and activities. They focus exclusively on professional networking and job searching. If you have attended my sessions, very easily you can answer this question. It is not a twisted question, very easy question. Please answer it. Okay. All four options are distinct. No confusion. Great combination. Please do answer it. If you have attended my sessions, then very easily you can answer it. Yeah, option C, Kiran has answered. Please do answer it. Okay, Iswari has also answered option C, and Divya is also saying option C. Great. Okay, no problem. Okay, great. Okay, yeah, it would be option C only. No problem. Enable the users to connect with other users and share their physical locations and activities. What do you think? Sharing a physical location of a user, okay, do you think that requires some type of filtration, or we should increase its accuracy to decimals? What do you think? As a student of this particular course, privacy and security in online social media, what do you think? Already location-based social networks are available. They enable the users to connect and share their physical locations. Okay. Suppose presently I am at IIT Kharagpur. If I want to share my location, should it be shown as IIT Kharagpur or Kharagpur, or it should be to best possible decimal places? Means at which college and which place right now I am sitting, should it be shown? What are your opinions? Let us discuss some things. Okay, do give your opinions. You can always unmute yourself. Please do try to give your opinions. IIT Kharagpur should be enough for privacy. Definitely. This you must have to understand. Okay. If in this particular location based social networks, okay, all these are for social networking. So my location should be somewhat displayed and somewhat hidden, but the means the accuracy should be limited. This is what I want to say. But in those particular cases in which food, for example, food delivery cases, then IIT Kharagpur, it's a big place. It's a 2,000-acre campus. So just by giving that particular hint, okay, I will not be able to get my services correctly. So in that particular cases, my pinpoint location has to be shared. So now the responsibility of the platform which is operating that particular platform, okay, it becomes much more. Okay, the platform owner has to understand that he or the responsible person should not disclose my location. Okay, in case of any attacks, clear location should be necessary. In case of any attacks, clear location should be necessary. You want to attack me, Iswari? What do you mean by this particular statement? Please elaborate. In case of any attacks, clear location should be necessary. Either you are talking about missile defense technology or anything else. Please do elaborate. No problem. I'm not a bad person. Don't attack me. I'll share my pinpoint location also, but please don't attack me. Mobile hijack. Okay, okay. In case of any attacks, clear location should be necessary. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. Now I understood it. Sorry, sorry. I got diverted in different direction. Iswari is telling that in case of mobile hijack, particular pinpoint location of the user is necessary. Okay, so she is, I think she is trying to say that in those particular cases, okay, we should not share the pinpoint location. But if we are sharing our pinpoint location, we should be more careful, and the platform should be built in that particular manner that if our pinpoint location is being shared, then it, in any possible cases, it shouldn't be disclosed. Okay, so as a student of this particular course, you have to always keep this in mind. Okay, yeah. They enable users to connect with others and share their physical location and activities. Why? Because they would be text based plots. Okay, no, no, no. Location based social networks might allow text based sharing. It's not a defining characteristic. Text sharing is common across different types of social networks, not just those focused on location. Okay, online gaming and virtual reality, these features might exist in some location based social networks, but they wouldn't be the core aspects of this particular LBSNs. Okay, professional networking, no. Again, uh, while some LBSNs might have features related to professional connections, their primary focus is not job searching or professional networking. Okay, option C would be correct. Sharing physical locations and activities. Okay, great. Any doubts, anybody? I think this question is very straightforward. It must be clear. Okay, clear. Okay, we'll move forward. Great. This question is multiple select question. Please do try to answer it. Imagine you are analyzing data from a location based social network. Okay, focused on food recommendations. Users can share tips about restaurants, cafes, and other food establishments. The platform also tracks user check ins at these locations. You are interested in understanding how users discover new food places through the platform. Which of the following insights would be most valuable for this purpose? Okay, average number of tips each user reads before checking into a new restaurant, the percentage of users who discover new restaurants through check-ins from friends, the correlation between number of followers a user has and a diversity of cuisines they try, the proportion of users who mention friends' recommendation in their tips about new restaurants. What do you think? Which of the following insights would be most valuable for this purpose? As a designer, you have to think. Okay, do try to answer. Okay. Option D and B, option B and C. Great. Okay. Option B and option C, option D and option B. Okay. A, B, D. Great. Okay. Great. Let us look what will be the correct option. It would be B and D. I think they have got it right only. Okay. No problem. C. You only have to select the most valuable insight for this purpose. Okay. Everything is an insight. Even though option C is most likely correlation between number of users, between number of followers a user has and diversity of cuisines they try. Okay. But the most valuable insight you have to pick up. Okay. Average number of tips each user reads before checking into a new restaurant. Okay, it wouldn't be that much fruitful. Okay, users can share tips about restaurants, cafes, and other establishments. The platform also tracks user check-ins at their locations. You are interested in understanding how users discover new places. Okay, so average number of tips each user reads before checking into a new restaurant. It wouldn't be that much useful. Okay, B and D are good options. The proportion of users who mention friends' recommendation in their tips about their new restaurants, it would be a correct option. Option B was the percentage of users who discover new restaurants through check-ins from friends. Great. It is also a great way to understand how our user is discovering new food places through our platform. Okay. Option A and C, although they are also correct. Okay, none of the option is totally incorrect, but you have to highlight which are the most valuable. Hence, option B and D would be correct. Okay, correlation between number of followers a user has. Okay, and the diversity of cuisines they try, that would be restricted to a particular only trip which they make to a particular restaurant. Okay, number of followers a user has, from this information you can get how many friends he is taking to a particular restaurant, and the diversity of cuisines they try. Maybe from this particular information you can get the insight how much rich he is. Okay, or how much money he is spending in the restaurant. But my task was to understand how users are discovering new food places. Okay. So option C would be incorrect. Option A was the average number of tips each user reads before checking into a new restaurant. Depends on person to person. Okay. How many number of tips he is just checking or reading before entering a new restaurant. It depends on person to person. Not necessarily it would be a generalization how a user is discovering new food places through our developed platform. Okay. Most valuable data you have to pick. Okay. What the correct option choice would be in this particular type of questions is which will give the most valuable insight. Okay. This is important. Okay. This is the explanation. Okay. Average number of tips read. Okay. This might not be directly reflect, okay, how a user discovers new places. Option B is particularly correct. Okay. Option C is correlation between followers and cuisine variety. Okay, this is not directly addresses how a users find new places. Okay. Option D is proportionate meaning. Okay, new friends recommendation. This is correct. Okay. B and D would be correct. Okay. This is the thing. After the class, please, if you are having any confusion, then please try to go through the explanation also. Mention the detailed explanation about each and every question. Okay. Okay. Any doubts? Anybody? If you are having any doubt, then please do ask. Otherwise, we can move forward. Sir, when is your next session? If possible, please schedule it on weekends. Great. I knew this thing. My session from the very beginning. Okay. I think from 28th of January. It is scheduled on Sunday 3 to 5. Every Sunday 3 to 5, I take the session. Okay. I knew that most of the people would be free on Sunday. That is why I have scheduled it accordingly. Okay. Okay. Great. Any doubts in this particular thing? If you are having no doubts, then we can move forward. If you are having any doubt, then please do ask. Okay. Okay. I am assuming everything is clear. Great. Let us move forward with our Python practice questions. Towards the end, we always practice 2 3 particular questions. Okay. From Python language. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Just a second. Yeah. See, this question looks very hefty. Okay. Might be the most hefty question which I have dealt with. But please do try to look at the comments. They are for your own benefit also. Okay. After the class, also do revise these type of questions. Okay. These are these are good questions based on this particular course. What does this code do? That only you have to tell. Okay. By going through the code once. Analyze the sentiment of tweets containing the specified hashtag. Track the spread of the hashtag over time through across different platforms. Or option C, identify Twitter accounts suspected of being bots based on their follower network patterns. Or option D, generate a list of users most actively engaging with the hashtag. Try to answer. See the code. Import network X as NX. This is the first line. I'll zoom in also. No problem. Yeah. Import network KX as NX. Then load the follower data for multiple Twitter accounts related to a specific hashtag. And hashtag is Save Our Planet. Okay. Then create a directed network graph. I am creating a directed network graph. Okay. Yeah. Then it is analyzing network properties and identifying the potential bots. What are the potential bots? Okay. Then calculating the average in degree and out degree for potential bot identification. This is important. Okay. And option the other part is printing the potential bot accounts based on the network indicators and average degree comparison. Okay. Here very clearly it is mentioned what would be the correct option because I have already provided the comments so that you can understand for what purpose particular section of code is. Okay. But in the examination, you will not be provided the comments. Okay. So you have to answer based on your own particular thought process. So do try to revisit these particular codes multiple times before the examination. Okay. This is my particular advice. Yeah. Two people have answered. Divya, if you would like to answer, please do answer. Okay. See, great. Everyone got, I think, right. Yeah. It would be C, identifying the Twitter accounts suspected of being bots based on their follower network patterns. Okay, this is how it is being done. Okay, very advanced technology is being highlighted here. Okay, it is particularly advanced, but more advancements are coming in the future years to come. We'll see our particular social media networks more safe. This is what I can say from now onwards. Okay. Let us look at the explanation. This code constructs a network graph based on follower relationships between accounts that use a specific hashtag. Okay, it analyzes degree and reciprocal degree as potential indicators of bot behavior and identifies accounts with significantly higher in degree. In degree means the followers compared to the out degree or following. Is the option would be C. Okay. Next question. Very nice question. Okay. What would be the output of this code show? Okay. And your options are list of all YouTube videos uploaded by the channel, the average number of comments and likes per video, visualization of daily subscriber growth over time, and a comparison of channel subscriber count to its competitors. Okay. Code here it is written load subscriber data from CSV file, then calculate daily subscriber growth and plot the trend. This is interesting. All of us are nowadays using this type of this particular platform YouTube. Okay, so how things are happening in background. If you are curious to know, then this particular code is very helpful for you. Okay. Then identifying periods of significant growth or decline, then printing the details for growth peaks and decline periods. Then this over. Okay. Option C, visualization of daily subscriber growth over time. Great. Okay. Anybody else? After the class, you can revisit the code also. Okay. What is the code? What does it says? Okay. Particularly, it would be very beneficial for you in the long run if you are trying to pursue this type of work. Growth and decline. So see, great. No problem. Yeah. Particularly keywords we have identified. This would be very interesting if I'll just remove the this particular comments that what I am printing as well as whatever the hash comments is. Okay. But here for your understanding I have provided you. Okay. Not complicated the things, but in the examination don't expect them. Okay. Yeah. Great. It would be option C only, a visualization of daily subscriber growth over time. Very easily can identify it from the code. Okay. Code analyzes the YouTube channel subscriber data stored in a CSV file. When in very first two lines it is written, calculates the daily subscriber growth, plots the trend, and identifies the periods of significant increase or decrease. Okay. Option correct would be C. Okay. Then look at this particular question. Okay. What is the main limitation of this approach? Okay. Option A is it relies solely on textual analysis and doesn't consider factors like website reputation or source verification. Option B is it might misinterpret factual articles with strong language as suspicious. Option C is it requires a large data set of labeled fake news websites for training and improvement. And D, all of the above. And your code is first of all, it is importing the necessary libraries, then it is defining the website URL, then it is sending the request and getting the HTML content, then it is extracting article text and performing the sentiment analysis. Clear example of one particular question was there regarding sentiment analysis. One option was there. Now I am showing you how it is done. Okay. Then we are analyzing text for specific keywords and patterns related to fake news. Okay, and then we are printing it. Okay, printing the sentiment and list of identified suspicious flags. Okay. Okay, what is the main limitation that you have to identify to try to answer it? I think can very easily answer it. Everything is written in black and white here. Sorry, black, white, purple and green here. Option A, great. Any other opinions about this question? Iswari, Divya, please do try to answer it. I think D, all of the above, great. Kiran can also think about this option. It seems to me that this option has got more weight in this particular type of questions. Let us look at the correct option. It would be D only. Why? Because here you are seeing it suspicious keywords, breaking, urgent, exclusive, clickbait, whatever I have provided, they are a sign. Okay, the particular main limitation it is providing that misinterpretation of factual articles with strong language. If I am writing an article which is having this particular type of keywords like urgent, exclusive, okay, these are very frequent keywords like misinformation. It is also a keyword. I am writing something else and might my this particular code it might think that it is some different thing. Okay, so this particular misinterpretation, whenever in our analysis I am restricting myself to a particular keywords, then I have to be very careful with those keywords. Otherwise, my genuine information might be labeled as something else. Okay, it might be labeled as suspicious. Okay, hence option B would be correct. Okay, it is a main limitation. Okay, option C is it requires a large data set of labeled fake news websites for training and improvement. That is why we are going for unlabeled data. Okay, or unsupervised learning in these particular types of cases, because here I have to provide the data set, I have to read the particular news, then I have to label these particular keywords, then my neural network will try to learn that this particular patterns. Okay, so unsupervised learning is more common. From these particular techniques only large language models like ChatGPT are built. Okay, so this particular limitation would be there in this particular code, because this set of keywords I have provided in a particular list and it would be continuing. And option A was it relies solely on textual analysis and doesn't consider factors like website reputation or source verification. This is very correct. Okay. So this is the thing. Okay. Very easily you can interpret all of the above options would be correct. Okay. Hence the option correct would be this. Okay. I'll mention the date here. Okay. 24 3. Yeah. Great. Okay. Any doubts? Anybody? If anybody is having any doubts, then please do try to answer. Ask me. Okay. If you are not having any doubt, then please you can kindly leave. Okay. Else and try to join this particular session next week, same timing on Sundays 3 to 5. Okay. If you are having any doubts, any opinions, please do ask me. Okay. Any comments you want to provide, any suggestions. Okay. Okay, thank you, Divya, for joining this particular session. I hope that this session is very beneficial to you. Okay, and you will pass this particular course with flying colors. Kiran Mai is saying no, sir, no doubt. Okay, thank you, yes, sir. Thank you, Kiran, for joining this session. Okay, do join at the same time. Okay, okay, bye. See you. No problem. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Thank you. Thank you for joining the session. Okay. Any doubts, then you can ask. Otherwise, you can kindly leave. Okay. 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 Thank you, Iswari. Thank you. Thank you all. I am ending the session for all. Okay.